Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw for Insider Travel Report. I'm here at the Sofitel, New York, and I've actually stayed here before, but you're not going to recognize the Sofitel today. And one of the reasons I wanted to come down here is because they've renovated this. It's really going to be the flagship of the brand. I'm here with Maud Bailly, who is the CEO of Sofitel, M Gallery, and Emblems.
And Sofitel Legend.
And Sofitel Legend. Okay, we're gonna see. They give you so many brands, but so we're gonna hear from Maud about what's going on with Accor, with those brands, and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report. Maud, first of all, it's wonderful to meet you here. And as I said, I'm surprised because I have been to this hotel several times over the years, and it really is a whole new Sofitel, right?
It had to, my dear, and very happy to have you here in this brandly refurbished Sofitel New York.
Now, tell us a little bit. You oversee all those brands. So tell us about each of those brands a little bit. So Sofitel is one, right? And where is that positioned in the market now?
So I'm currently in charge of 4 beautiful Accor luxury brands. Let's start with Sofitel. Okay. Sofitel, we do have a network of almost 120 hotels in the world, all around the world. And it's all about a little piece of France all around the world. Sofitel Legend is a grand sister of Sofitel, mostly located in a very heritage building. It's very often over 100 or 200 years old, like the Sofitel Legend Santa Clara in Cartagena, Sofitel Legend Casco Viejo in Panama, or Sofitel Legend the Metropole in Hanoi in Vietnam.
These are sort of the classic well-known properties that are legends, really. Right?
Very legendary historical buildings.
Got it.
And on the other hand, I'm in charge of something completely different, a boutique hotel collection, where you have M Gallery. So M Gallery has been created more recently in 2008. Nevertheless, we have already a network of 125 M Gallery.
I know. We've been writing about all the openings. It's hard to keep track of. And I have actually,
I want to make you busy and not sleep at night.
And I have actually stayed in one outside Paris, I believe. I'm trying to remember the name now. It's right by the phone.
And Margot, Domaine des Vanneaux.
I believe so. That's the one. But there was other ones too.
Those are two different.
Those are two different. Oh, we have to choose one. I can't stay in both. Okay. So they're wonderful hotels. Let me just tell you that they're
right. And it's a pipeline, very dynamic pipeline, because we are going to open 37 Sofitel in the 3 coming years, but we are already going to open 58 new M Gallery in the 3 coming years.
Why the focus on that so much?
I believe, but both brands are working very well, but I believe that people, aesthetic travelers, are also looking for quite unique destinations. Like there is not an M Gallery which is looking like another one. Those boutique hotels are more intimate. The inventory is smaller. M Gallery hotels are between 50 and 150, 200 keys maximum. And each destination has a story to tell. Some M Gallery used to be swimming pools, tanneries, monastic palaces, churches, police stations. And somehow I think people are curious and they are really willing to discover in each M Gallery stay a new destination.
So that's great. And then you have Emblems, which is what I think we're not as familiar with Emblems here in the States.
It's normal because it's a brand new brand.
Okay.
We launched the very first Emblems in the Cotswolds in the UK.
Oh, I love the Cotswolds.
It's wonderful. Yeah. And Emblems is to M Gallery a bit what Sofitel Legend is to Sofitel. So if you take the DNA of M Gallery, homey boutique hotel, small inventory, deeply anchored into a local story, and mostly conversions, because M Gallery walls can definitely whisper. Okay. And Emblems came from the market's needs. People were looking for a brand, allowing them to put under Accor distribution ecosystem a property where every luxury markers were pushed. Luxury markers around time and space. Okay. So regularly in an M Gallery brand, and property, you can start with rooms of 22, 24 square meter size. In an Emblems, your room size will start at 40 square meters.
That's pretty big.
And you are pushing the sense of time, space, and exclusivity, intimacy. To me, Emblems' promise is really where luxury embraces intimacy. So in an Emblems, you're going to have more space, more time, and you're going to have mostly private accommodations, villa, chalet, cottages. And the very first emblems we opened in Locknam Park in the Cotswolds is precisely a beautiful mansion with 9 private cottages.
That sounds wonderful, I think.
All fantastic. And Emblems is pushing the sense of intimacy that much that you can stay in an Emblems and take it as a destination in itself. You don't need to go around. M Gallery, you stay in a beautiful M Gallery, but of course, I'm sure you've been visiting Fontainebleau.
Yeah, exactly. We went to the palace. Yeah,
Emblems in Locknam Park is, of course, 6 miles away from Bath, and it would be a wonderful city, charming city to discover. But if you want to stay in the Emblems, just to stay in the Emblem for 4 days, you've got so much to do. You've got so much, occasions to disconnect and to realign with yourself in this intimate shelter that you can make these Emblems become the real destination of your stay in itself.
So are you seeing that Emblems is also going to be a growth brand for you?
Oh yeah, because we signed already 15 Emblems. We are going to open 6 this year in 2026, and the second to open is going to be in Banff, in the Rim Rock.
I've been there too. I'm curious to see what you do up there. I know in the Cotswolds, I know very well Chipping Campden, all those areas around there, Bath, of course, Oxford. That it's incredible. I've traveled a lot there. Now let's go back to Sofitel now, and I do that as I'm staring across the room at you have all the new uniforms that the staff will be wearing, and they look very French. Not surprising.
What do you mean? So, this story of the Sofitel new vestiaire came from a leadership conviction. Since we've been elevating the Sofitel brand promise, since a third of the network is currently undergoing under massive renovations, with some renovations already achieved. In Montreal, Sofitel Golden Mine is already fully refurbished. Sofitel New York is obviously fully refurbished. Sofitel Athens, refurbished. Sofitel Bangkok Sukhumvit, refurbished. Sofitel Wentworth, refurbished. And since all of a sudden we've been signing new beautiful collaborations and partnership with beautiful French luxury brands, such as Bernardo. I don't know if you saw, but we've been equipping all the Air France business classes on the flights with the Sofitel My Bed toppers.
I just heard about this, and I haven't tried La Première there yet in Air France.
It's business class.
It's business class.
It's business class. You can do that.
Oh, I can do that. So the beds are there too. I guess I get to sleep in one of them tonight here in the Sofitel, right?
Tell me about that. Yeah. So since we have this massive reignition and elevation of the network, on top of which I mentioned earlier, the 37 new Sofitel we are going to open in the 3 coming years, flagships only. I believe that luxury is not only about product. Luxury is obviously, first of all, a matter of service and attitude. So, again, back to this leadership conviction. I was saying, okay, if you want to give this sense of beauty and pride back to the brand, you need to take care of your teams and your staff and give them too this sense of pride and beauty. So while we were working on elevating the network, renovating it and opening beautiful flagships, signing beautiful collabs, I started reaching out to someone I really admire, the designer Cordelia de Castellane, who is French, who has been working for many famous brands including Dior. And I told her, listen, I want to give to my staff and to my teams the same sense of pride and beauty back. So we've been designing all these 45 pieces of Sofitel vestiaire. And funnily, Sofitel New York teams have been part of the pilots of the process.
So they're getting the first uniforms, right?
Yes. Yeah. And, it's easy to draw some uniforms. It's more difficult to make sure people are going to adopt them. So we've been working with 6 Sofitel pilots in the world to test the materials, the fabrics, the shapes, the cuts, whether it was too long, too short, too heavy, not enough pockets, too many pockets. So the teams of Sofitel have been genuinely contributing to the design of this vestiaire.
So they had an input on all this, so that's wonderful.
And we disclosed the vestiaire during our owners' convention in Paris in front of all our owners last June. And even Sébastien Bazin was there to attend the catwalk where our Sofitel teams were walking on the catwalk proudly with the Sofitel vestiaire.
Fantastic. He didn't model any of them, did he?
He did.
Very
I'm not going to share the video.
We're not going to share the video. That would be
I'm
worth
not.
it. I've met him, but I don't know. We'll have to see some of those uniforms. I would wear some of those. They look good like that.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
will. And
yeah.
honestly, I think the logo of Sofitel is really interesting, and we wanted to play with that. I'm coming back. And we used, we used the logo to craft something. I don't know if you can see me, to craft, really specific.
So you're getting all the designer
Silks.
elements right here.
Silks. Yeah, it's a reveal.
Okay.
And again, we believe there is so much pride around Sofitel brand, and that brands are all about culture, that we wanted to share this pride of the brand with our staff.
No, and it's great. But beyond the uniforms, you've done all the suites have been refurbished. We're in one of the I guess it's the penthouse suite here. But I saw some of the other suites, and one of the suites I'm in is absolutely amazing. And having been in Sofitel before, it was great, and there was no question about it. But you've done a really incredible job to refresh this all of the rooms and suites.
Thank you. But it's funny because each renovation is a bespoke journey. On one hand, you will need to embed the same Sofitel brand markers, of course, the French art de vivre, the French designs, the French F&B promise, the French beds. But on the other hand, each renovation is a bespoke journey because you need to really listen to your environment. You need to understand the city where you are going to renovate the property. And in our case, it was all about French Art Deco, embracing vibrant Manhattan city.
So you have Art Deco, French Art Deco with Manhattan, which is actually the perfect combination.
Which is why you're going to find some lacquered woods, these touches of black and gold colors, which is why you will see those sofas and chairs really, really echoing to Art Deco. And there is this kind of consistent design everywhere. We refurbished the lobby, the stairs, the F&B venue with Social 45. We refurbished completely the suites to give that sense of vibrant French Art Deco, but deeply, rooted into the American vibrancy of New York. And we created this penthouse from scratch because, especially after COVID, we observed that people are looking for stunning, one-of-a-kind spaces. And actually, we've been developing more and more up to 3, 4, 5 bedrooms apartments, because people are looking for this kind of unique spaces like the penthouse.
Well, I saw one of the suites I had at a wraparound balcony overlooking all of the Chrysler Building and and Uptown. So this is I had never seen that part here. But now we go out to about 125,000 travel advisors. How would you tell them to distinguish these incredible sort of revived brands with Sofitel, M Gallery, and Emblems, and of course the Sofitel legend?
Sofitel is all about a little piece of France deeply embedded into a city or culture. You will find the same brand French markers, La Haute Croissanterie, the beds, the art of sleep markers, the candle rituals, no matter where you stay. But Sofitel Mexico has nothing to do with Sofitel New York, which has nothing to do with Sofitel Krabi, because it's a gate open to the local culture. And Sofitel logo is all about embracing people, culture, and making sure that it's all about encounters. The beauty is coming from the middle of the logo when you make those people, ideas, and cultures meet. Those hotels can be big, up to 300, 400, even sometimes 600 keys.
I think this one is 390. Right?
Exactly, so not a small one. And it can welcome both leisure and business travelers, and including mice. Sofitel Legend is a more, heritage version of Sofitel. Those are smaller hotels, mostly because they are older buildings embedded in time and history. But those are really places I like very much because you can feel the weight and the priceless, value of all the stories which happen in those, very old buildings.
And then, of course, M Gallery has some history behind them as well, right?
M Gallery is something which is always surprising, and I think M Gallery is targeting curious travelers looking for destinations they couldn't suspect and looking for conversions which will be memorable stays at the end. We have a wonderful project in Greece of M Gallery, which used to be a soap factory. And we are currently working with the owners.
I'm curious about that one. I have to see that.
And we are currently working on the memorable, the M moment we are going to craft for the guest, staying in that M Gallery, where everything will be playing with the art of the soap and the flavor. They will be able to create their own homemade soap and bring that home. You know, it's all about discovering the very singular identity of each venue. And then you have emblems targeting a very aesthetic, demanding audience, people looking for shelters, happy to disconnect, to reconnect with themselves. It's a matter of pushing the sense of time very far and admitting that those emblems are becoming destinations in themselves.
Well, I'm very eager to look at some of those new emblems.
You are more than welcome.
I would like to see the one in Cogswell
Park. And in Banff, the opening is planned for this year, and we should have the celebration party in Q4, so be ready.
Okay, and we're having a celebration party for the Sofitel tomorrow night, which is the coming out party for Sofitel New York. It's going to be an interesting time because I've known this hotel for many years, but not the way it is now.
And if I can share with you a little secret, you know, this hotel has been a Sofitel for the past 25 years. And when we started working on the renovation, it was all about, of course, elevating the product, renovating it accordingly, according to the brand DNA. But my greatest reward today is not just the hotel performance, which is clearly here, but it's also seeing the smiles and the pride back on the staff faces. 40 of the staff members have been working at the Sofitel New York for the past 25 years. They were there in 2000 for the day one of the hotel. They saw all the moments of pride and glory and decay of Sofitel New York.
Yeah, and I have stayed here enough over the years. I've seen that too. It was always a great hotel. It was great, larger rooms and things like that. Close to Broadway, close to business.
Is
Location
amazing.
is merveilleuse, they say.
Exactly, but at some point, feeling their pride back, feeling the energy, feeling the joy, empowering the staff because they really feel they have the greatest condition to work and to deliver the greatest French service is to me the greatest reward. So tomorrow we are celebrating the new era of this new flagship in New York, but we're also celebrating the pride back for all the staff who clearly deserve that.
And they get some pretty snazzy new uniforms too, so I think they'll be very happy about that. Well, Maud, I want to thank you for taking the time to explain kind of the rebirth of Sofitel here in Midtown Manhattan, a property I thought I knew, but now I hope to know it a lot better in the future. And also all those other incredible brands, M Gallery, Emblem, and Sofitel Legend, which I knew about, but you've really kind of distinguished them all here. So it's great to see you, and hopefully we're going to have a good time tomorrow night.
Oh, no doubt about that. I hope you got your tuxedo and you're a good dancer.
I have a good tuxedo. We'll see about the dancing. We'll see. I will see. But anyway, I'm James Schillinglaw here at the Sofitel New York, and this is Insider Travel Report.